here today with Josh and Jonah. So since you guys already know me separately, I want you guys to guess this person's life.
Josh, you went to an HBCU. You graduated with honors. You met an AKA there and you fell in love because you pledged also. Y'all made a kid and now you work with the youth and corporate.
Okay, not yet. Say whatever you want.
Okay, I would say that he looks like he's probably one of the big pushers of wanting to, legalize marijuana. Yeah.
I like this.
I can see him owning one of his own dispensaries.
Now we're talking.
He owns his own dispensaries. I can see him probably going out to Colorado, getting some information from them, and bringing it back to Georgia.
Yeah.
And
He's loving this right now.
Speak it to
yeah, I can really see him like the vibe I get is like a cool, laid back vibe.
Like, or baby moms, are they still together?
Okay, I would say he probably met one maybe when he was about 17 or 18. Probably met another one in his 30s.
Player.
Okay, so I met my wife when I was, I've known her for a very long time. I knew her when I was like 15, 16, but we got married when I was 20.
Okay.
And 21 I had my first.
Okay.
And we've been together for almost 20 years now.
Really good.
What about the weed? What about the weed thing? Was he right about that weed thing?
Yeah, well, I don't do that, but I need to. So if anybody in Colorado watching, contact him and he'll contact me.
Contact him.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
It was funny. I didn't go to HBCU. My wife did.
Okay.
She did. I didn't. She did. You did get it right where you say like you would probably do something with youth and kids. I do things with youth and kids.
Okay.
That getting them outdoors, getting them active, exercising with them. So you hit that there right on the head.
That's crazy that you got that too.
Yeah, it's crazy that you got that.
Do you guys remember about the house that you lived in as a kid, and which one did you like the best?
It's crazy because the one that was the most fun for me, had the most memories, was the one that they got right before I moved out. And I was 18. They bought a house right when I was like 17.
Right.
I remember being immaculate. It had 2 kitchens, like 2 dens.
Oh, it was a house.
It was a house. And I was like, at that point, I was already fed up with living at home. My parents said I was.
Now you want to upgrade.
Yeah, now you want to upgrade. And so at that time, the woman I was dating at the time, we already had plans on moving to Nashville.
What did you have back in your days as a child that your kids today don't have?
Quiet time. I think, we're trying to fill our kids' time with so many activities and things to do. I don't know, I feel like we feel we're obligated to keep them entertained and engaged every second to where they don't have to find their own fun and be bored.
Yeah, imagination run.
Right, yeah, I had a lot of time to myself in quiet time where I had to, tinker, great things, try to put it back, write songs, draw, or just be.
Because me personally, I say for myself is this: when I feel like I'm not engaging with either with my child, I shove something in her face. Like, here's a phone. I'm not able to, play or whatever the case may be. She needs to have the tablet. You know what I mean? If I give her the tablet, that's my I'm not such a bad parent anymore because she has the tablet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point you brought up, because I catch myself sometimes like answering business calls and trying to reply to emails, and sometimes when I'm at home, he's calling on me, wanting me to play with them and stuff, and I may just hurry up and turn on Netflix and turn on a cartoon and to occupy his time, and I just don't. I'm trying to get away from that to actually he's a child. All the energy level is coming. Play with him, let him burn it all right. Like yesterday, I took him outside, we went bike riding together. I put him on the back. So I'm trying not to, really get caught into the tablet, iPhone, cell phone era.
I think all of us right now, we're close in age where we kind of remember how it was before, technology and kind of see how it is right now with technology. Like you said, they need to have that quiet time.
Yeah.
But also, we gotta also feed them the technology so they can actually adapt.
Yeah.
I don't remember having the phone till I was like I think like the end of high school too, not even like the early stages.
Yeah.
Like,
My cell phone bills used to be so high, so our parents tried to wait that. Charging those minutes and everything.
Minutes.
Yo, I remember when the T-Mobile had that 5 favorites.
5 favorites.
Oh my
in the
God.
little circles, right?
Yeah. I was like, okay, no, that was like a big decision, bro. Like, who's gonna be in my top 5? Like, I know I got my mom. If you guys can go back in your childhood, at like the best day, you know what I mean? Which day would it be and why?
I just remember one day, I probably had to be 7th or 8th grade. And I just remember begging him for a PlayStation 2. And this story just sticks with me forever. And I remember my grades, I was terrible in school at that time. I kept getting into suspensions, kept getting into school fights. So I just really thought that he was gonna give it to me, anything like that. And like I was on punishment like every week for school grades or something. And so all of my cousins and everybody was in the backyard swimming. I couldn't go swim. So imagine 7th, 8th grade.
You're in prison, basically.
Everybody's outside swimming. And then I just remember my dad coming home telling me, like coming through the front door yelling, Joshua, come up here. I'm thinking he's about to tell me to go sweep the streets or something while everybody's swimming. That's how bad I was. And I just remember pulling out his PlayStation 2.
Oh, man, you was hiding.
I was like, yo, this just came out. I was like, oh man.
My God, imagine that, bro.
Yeah, I just did this thing with me and everybody, like when I ran outside to the pool, look what I got.
I got my PlayStation. Y'all go
And he probably I just thought that was the biggest thing. All the kids ran for the pool. Everybody in our bedroom. Because my brother and I sharing bedrooms at the time. And I'm just like, don't come here, don't touch it. I'm just
Yeah, what was the worst thing you ever did?
You got some on?
I think so.
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember when my mom left my father, and I remember my dad sitting on the stairs crying, and then the police coming to take me from my father to go live with my mother now. I was living with my father for a while, and then she got custody, and now I'm going to live with my mom, and then I just remember being like really sad for a very long time.
How old were you when your parents got divorced?
I think I was 8. Yeah, I think I was 8. Humans are humans, man. And we have attachment to them, right? And we have these expectations in our mind of how humans should interact with one another or behave in situations, and even expectations I had in my head about my parents. But my father's a human, my mom's a human, and they are a product of all their experiences. And so at this point, being older and having my own experiences, I just understand it, If it was a toxic relationship, it was a toxic relationship that needed to finally come to an end, and that it is what it is.
How are you different from your grandfather and father, you think? And how are you the same?
My father and I walk alike. We're pretty intuitive. Yeah, I get that from my mom and dad. And we're different because my dad, his perspectives skew half empty.
What do you mean by that?
He told me a story like this. Jehovah's Witness came to, he was outside working in the yard, and this lady, she was Jehovah's Witness, came over to him. Said, you know what, sir, I see you out here all the time working in your yard with your sons, and I just want to tell you, I think you're a great person and a great man, and I keep it up. And then my dad says, I'm a mass. All right, so he tells me this story only to say, this is what he tells his lady. So,
wait, man, you can't just jump over that, bro. He tells the lady like that?
Yeah, mother.
To her face?
Because
she thought it was so random, bro.
Yeah, well, this is my father. So he explains to me why he says that, because he felt that she was coming to pitch her doctrine, and this was her bait. Like, she's proselytizing. So, but I'm gonna do it in this way where I compliment you first, and then lure you into, why don't you come to the kingdom of God?
That's exactly what she was doing.
Well, maybe his intuition was right, but me,
maybe she was right.
He skewed there.
Yeah.
I would have skewed, oh, okay, thank you. And then if she would have came with the pitch, I would have like, no, thank you, I'm all right.
Nah, he was like, I did it right now. I ain't got time for no other.
He said, she don't know me.
Yeah, I like your father right now. I'm a bad burger. Leave me alone.
He's something.
Guess what? In the zombie apocalypse, your dad would be the first one to survive.
He's going to survive in the zombie apocalypse.
You would probably die.
Right.
And he probably goes to bed and just sleeps perfectly. Like, he's not even alive.
He can't sleep perfectly because all of his sons don't think like him. And so he has to worry because we're like, oh, we're at a party. He's thinking, party? Okay. Is there security? How many guns are there? Who's selling drugs there? What drugs are there? Where's your drink? He like, his mind is...
That's kind of like me.
Same way.
That's kind of like me too.
And I think my dad got that mental, because he was a police officer. Everything that he reads, he believes is going to happen to you, you know.
Oh my God. No, my mom is a little bit like that when it comes to reading stuff. I'm like, Mom, stop reading that stuff you just sent you. It's not real.
Facebook.
Yeah, like, Mom.
Fake news.
I go over there, she's like, look, see, look, not there. I'm like,
Do not believe anything you read on Facebook.
It's not, what is real anymore, bro? I don't even know. What's the first time you remember really getting your feelings hurt by a girl?
Oh man. Going around there was this girl that I used to have the biggest crush on. Everybody wanted her. She was one of those. I remember her just being like pretty. My parents took us to Trinidad and Tobago, so they took us out of school for 2 weeks to go down there and visit our family for the first time. And I remember coming back and I had these new clothes on and I had this tan because, you know, it was so hot down there. I thought it was bad. And then the girl I used to always have this crush on, I was like, I just came here from Trinidad. I remember trying to impress her.
And John with that nice swag on.
And I remember like, she was just up there just listening to me. Then one of my homeboys after that class, he was like, man, dude, when you were gone for those 2 weeks, man, they was talking so bad about you. I was like, what? He was like, man, she was talking so bad about Josh thinks I like him. He looks like a sea monster. I hate him. Dude, that hurt my feelings so bad because I thought this girl, I used to get this girl candy. My boy was like, they were on you like every day, like he looks like a sea monster. Look at the way he dressed, look at the way he like, they was like,
what'd your boy do? Did he jump or did he say, wait, stop?
He's like, yeah, you little sea monster. You're a kid, he trying to fit in too, remember?
The story goes, like, when you get older, they always come back, you know, so when I became a man, you know, so all those women, like, man, that girl, like, to this day, I'm married, this girl still tries to hit me up and communicate and stuff, like,
do you want to swim with the sea monster now? Okay, sea monsters ain't bad.
What's the first girl you said I love you to? Did she return it back?
Probably Nima.
Nima,
should I say her name? Elementary school, it was, you know, probably some Valentine's Day, you know, shit.
No play.
Nah, she dated Montreal.
You keep saying names.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Montreal's name. Yeah, Montreal was like the athlete in elementary school.
What does a typical Friday night look for you before you became a dad? And what does it look like now that you are a dad?
Well, I've been a dad for so long. So before I became a dad, I was a kid. Through my 20s and a lot of my 30s, but definitely through my 20s, I practiced like Messianic Judaism. So my Fridays was Shabbat, Sabbath. But I've strayed away from the faith. So now my Friday nights involve a lot of drinking. No, just a lot of hanging with coworkers and fellowship with friends and stuff. So.
It's dope. You practice satanic?
Yeah.
I'm
So is it something that you always wanted to do but you never had a chance to do it yet?
I would have pushed myself hard in high school and middle school to play sports. Like, I always wish I would have gave, and my dad didn't push us there, he always pushed us to read financial stability. He never pushed sports. I'm not sure if that was just a Caribbean thing or that was just him coming to the United States and realizing that credit and financial, like, is the biggest thing that moves this country. I wish I would have been able to do that.
Yeah, I think that it's only that so many spots per team.
Yeah.
And the financial team is never ending as far as like in the business world.
Me, it's not even about professional. It's since I have a graduate, it's like, could you get a partial scholarship? Could you get a full scholarship? Could you don't have to, I'm not trying to make you the Mamba. Right?
You're trying to just get something to finish something.
Right, like, yeah, if we can get you in, and then the discipline that comes with it, and the teamwork and the camaraderie.
Yes.
You know, and the perseverance to have to do something difficult as being an athlete.
And it's too late now.
Yeah, it's not.
But you have a child.
You have a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then oh, and it's a boy too. Oh.
You're sprinting at the house, do it again.
It's a boy, fuck, that's so true, bro.
And I know earlier when we were speaking, you mentioned that like you wanted to do videos and leave stuff back for your children because you don't know if something would have happened to you, you would leave that. So I heard that conversation and I've been battling that with my mind, so I'm wondering if it's something as a dad mentality, as far as kicking into our intuition or our instinct, like, because my wife, she gets on me that all the time. Stop speaking about death, stop talking about it, like, just, because I'm always saying stuff like, okay, I need to get a wheel, I need to do this, I need to make sure I got this money set. Don't tell me, just do it. I don't want to hear about it, because when you speak the power of the tongue.
The day my daughter was born and I held her in my hand, I didn't feel like the connection, like, oh my God, this is a beautiful thing. I felt like, what have I done? What have I done to give me the thought that I'm deserving of this? So you better make it that you are deserving of it. And you don't have that much time. So get on it right now. So that's when it was like, okay. Every day it was like, okay, if I die tomorrow, have I done enough to be deserving of my daughter and my wife? I wish I didn't think about death as most people do, but I'm grateful that I do, because it makes me so much more like grateful for like stuff. I'm like, thank you, I'm alive today to have this.
I was up over there, brushed my teeth thinking about Dell. If I die, I need to leave her a blueprint to tell her what's the best thing to do financially. I don't want my wife to kind of like looking for support, because like, damn, like I got this mortgage, I can afford this on my own, Josh is dead, do I have any money?
I think it's wise to consider like wills and investment properties if you have the means and stuff like that, because you just want to have options for the offspring. It's like my day job, I teach biology and I tutor math, and so my thinking when it comes to death comes from like science and statistics, right? We're designed for self-preservation, like our brain, our thinking, everything about us is like live. So when you hear any bad news, it's the news you hyper-focus on because you want to prevent it from happening to you. It's just how the brain is, right? Because there are millions of people who die of old age versus the thousands of people who cross a street and get hit by a truck. But you need to think more about your retirement, right? Like, how are you going to retire? Because you're going to get to 60, Unless you have some sort of hereditary condition, unless you're eating trash, unless you're living some sort of crazy life, or unless you're that one in such and such and such and such, right? What am I doing now to retire? Not die, but like retire, right? So you can set up some pockets for you, because 60 is going to come and 70 is going to come, and you're not going to want to clock in.
But what's one underrated but important skill a father should possess? Organization is the key, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah,
organizations on what level? All levels, like house or?
Just being able to tag in with your partner and I drop off the kids at soccer. No, we already, the dishes, bum. And we pick up, we got that going on. Oh, the family reunion is already on the calendar. Oh yeah, and all right, I already booked the trip and I got the thing. You're gonna do the Airbnb, I got the hotel, we got the itinerary.
That's how me and her is. It's the most beautiful. Babe, did you get, okay, bro, bro, and then
the kid's gonna be a lot of itself,
bro.
I'm talking about that when we get home.
Oh,
man, we have a whiteboard in my house.
Yeah, calendar,
We have a calendar on our phone that we sing together. Like me and her see the same thing in the calendar.
You know what I thought he said?
What?
I thought he said we have a whiteboard in our house.
A white boy who does the work.
A Jewish dude.
That's doing all the work. 40 acres and a mule.
He's so stupid. 40 acres and a mule.
40 acres and a Chad. Come and do this.
Nah, but we have, he's so stupid. We have a whiteboard that we put down all our things that we had to take care of for the year.
Yeah.
And bro, last year we did like over 30 things.
Really?
And it just happened organically because it was on the board.
I'm organized, but if I could cook.
I can't cook, I ain't gonna try. That's what women are for. Alright.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He said you're right. Where were you when you found out your girl was pregnant?
I was at home on the couch, knocked out. It's probably like she just came in the door, woke me up. I was like, give me a minute, I'm trying to get to sleep. She had like this little, she went like this basket. She had this basket. I was like, what is this? And she just like said, open it up. I was like, what is it? And she was like, just open it up. So I was like, all right, man. And then so I get up, wiping out my eyes, and then opening up the basket, taking all the little paper and stuff she put in there. I pulled out, she had like the pregnancy test at the very bottom. And then I'm looking at it, it says pregnant. I was like, nah, I don't have time to be playing. I really thought she was playing. She had been trying for like a year and a half. And nothing, had going to the doctor. I was just setting up an appointment to go to a fertility specialist. Because I thought that I could have any kids on and the doctors kept saying, you guys are young, stop stressing about it, it's gonna happen, you're healthy, don't worry.
How was the relationship between you and your children's mother?
I think we're good. I think it could be, my wife and I have a good relationship, and we're always growing to be better for one another. I think I go out too much, if I'm being honest, and I'm not really like a, what is that called? My love language is not, what is that?
Physical?
Physical.
Okay.
Nah, yeah.
That's me and her.
But my wife's, that's her thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
I got it right down real hard and just, it's not my jam, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not me. My wife is the same way, and that's why she's always wanting to kiss. Oh, I love you, wanting to touch, and I'm like, and it feels so awkward to me. It feels like it's a man. Like why do I get this? Like, why do my wife?
I used to be that way, and recently I just stopped. It's so funny that you said that. Wow. I'm
trying to figure out what.
Thank God, it's not like talking to people because you realize you're not the only one that's in this. I think that I'm like that too because I know that that's what she needs. I just do it. Because I hate when you touch my ear. It's like that. Oh, don't touch me. Like I used to, but I still feel that way now. But I think I like I said, practice to accept.
Yeah.
I'm like whatever. I don't like it.
You just do it.
Yeah. To now it doesn't bother me so much. People like what he was saying in the earlier parts. You're not made of just the nice. There's so many layers. You might be funny, but you don't want to be touched.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I might dap up all the homies over and then you start rubbing.
You're not made just down the middle. You're,
But I want to work on that. I want to be more affectionate.
You can work on it.
I'm talking about how it's so hard. It's almost like how do I
just started.
get over it?
You just started. That's why. Once you start doing it longer, you'll get.
But see, you been you.
Yeah.
But 20 years.
Yeah. And then I think I think some of it is part of the chase. Like she's not running anymore. You know what I'm saying? She's an open flower, always ready for pollination. And I like the chase. I like the, maybe that's it.
Man,
it's a little needy to me.
Man, you just don't like being touched, bro. It's not, honestly, bro. I don't understand. It's not, to me, that's not that deep.
When we're on the couch and it's comfortable for me to sit on the other couch with my laptop, watch the TV, have fun with you, and then I see her there and someone says, you need to move right. I'm like, damn. So I'll just do it, and so, but I need her to find my love language.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm keying in on hers, and if my love language is motherfucking organization, right? Or gifts, right? We don't want the kids making cards anymore on birthday. We're done with that.
Buy me something that makes sense.
Come on. I like a Tesla.
This chestnut right here.
I thought you were going to say like a watch or
Okay, we can start with it. So, you know what I mean? Dig deep, bro.
I don't care for gifts. We don't even really celebrate holidays like that. We more so like, and I think not that she wants to do that, but I think she just learned to adapt to me. Our celebrations are more centered around birthdays because I feel like your birthday is your own given holiday. So I don't get into traditions, and I just like to focus on other things and create our own memories and stuff like that together. So I'm not big on gifts. I think my love language is just more so just see where I'm coming from. Allow me to, don't force me. Allow me to get there every day. I love you, I love you, I love you, and you want me to say it back. Like allow me to build. Let me grow to get there, and don't get mad when I don't give it back. You know what I'm saying? Like wait for me.
Let me tell you this right here, please. Let me tell you like this, though. Let me tell you like this.
What?
You can start off one way, right, and say what you're saying, and train that person to accept certain things. That by the time you get to where they're at, they're no longer there. So be careful what you ask for, bro. You just grow on your. I don't got answers. All I know is that you can train somebody to say, "Let me get there, let me get there," and then they stop saying, "I love you." They got so used to not saying it anymore, showing affection.
Right.
And by the time you finally get to that place of showing affection, they're like, "Yeah, I'm not with that no more." Now what?
So I'll say, don't stop her from saying I love you, or being on touchy feely, because once you get to that point, you want you guys to be equal.
Yes.
Because my issue with him was when we first dated, he was like, my dad, we never said I love you in our house.
Yeah.
We just showed it to each other.
Yeah.
And you're just doing too much. You're talking to me too much. You're touching me too much. Like, you're
Yeah.
doing the most. Like, you write me poetry. Who does it? It's so corny. Like, so I was that person like, stop. You're doing too much. And he would constantly for years keep doing it while we're dating, keep doing it. And I'm like, stop. You're just doing too much. To the point now we get to marriage, he stopped. I wouldn't mind getting poetry every now and then.
Oh, you didn't like it no more.
But that's what I'm saying. But who am I to
It's
say?
me.
Who am I to say? Please write me poetry. When I just told you you're doing too much. So just be
See what I'm
careful.
saying?
Just stop her.
And I want her to, see, that's why I want her to stay her because I love it. It's just me trying to find that balance.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
until you can afford the fake grass, go ahead and get that turf field and that weed killer, man. If that makes any sense. That makes sense?
Yeah, somewhat.
Meaning that until you can afford to, until you're able to be with you.
Fake it to make it.
Fake it to make it, bro. Train somebody to think a certain kind of way, and by the time you're ready to go back to that way, then they're totally different.
That's a good point.
Then you're like, oh, nah, that's your fault, bro.
I see myself doing it with my son. I'm more like me. I pick on my son. I kiss him on the cheeks and stuff like that, and kiss him on the neck and play with him. I think I'm already.
What was his love language?
I don't know yet. But
You might not want to be kids.
we're gonna find out. But I feel like I'm doing more than because that's why I said it's so weird for my dad now when because he doesn't live here in Atlanta. They live in Memphis. And when he comes up and try to hug me, old son, I know it's him getting older, and then but I know it's awkward. Like, yo, like, why you trying to hug me? We didn't have that growing up.
A dude told me one time that our fathers look at us differently when we ourselves become fathers. I don't know if that's true or not.
Probably.
Cause now they can be like, okay, now he understands the man stuff I've been going through. Last thing, right? I'm gonna start from new father, middle father, older father. What message do you want to leave to your kids?
So right now I have one, Kyer, Aiden, Paul. My message to you is this life will be very difficult. It will be a challenge. I'm doing everything in my power right now to make sure you don't have to struggle. So with that being said, in life, when you face those difficult challenges and you run through those difficult times, be patient, take your time, take a deep breath. Don't go moving forward, running fast. Sometimes I'm a victim and guilty of that, of rushing through things and running through things. So just take a deep breath, think about it. If I'm here and you're able to talk to me, call me, I can guide you through these things. I can try my best. I don't know everything, but I do know a lot. So with that being said, just enjoy life, live life. I love you, son.
Alright, this is kind of awkward. I know I've been doing videos for so long. You see me in like 1,000 videos. I want you to know that I love you. I'm doing the best that I can. You're never alone. A lot of the things you're feeling right now, this is just things that is just happening to you right now to either make you stronger or get you to the next level in your life. Thank you for allowing me to be your dad, and hopefully I made you proud. And I want to let you know that you are making me proud right now.
All right, kids, like I've said a million times before, I'm gonna say it one more time and probably a million more after this. Your actions and decisions in your present dictate your future. So be wise. The highs and lows that come with life, embrace them all, just not all the highs. Just mainly enjoy your time, enjoy your friends, enjoy your families, enjoy your current. Find a way to enjoy the things that are not so enjoyable, because the planet and your existence and all the people around you are here for you to fully take advantage of and enjoy. So life is long, not short. Life is long. So prepare for it and have a good time. And I'm here. You know where to find me. I'm probably sitting by you right now.